Okay, determine if it's, what is the domain? How can we tell what's the domain? Yeah, the domain covers all the x's and the range covers the y's. So our domain is what?
-6, -4, -1, 4, 6.
What's the rule with these?
They can't repeat.
They can't repeat, so you can't put down -6 twice, okay? The domain and range are separate, so if there's a -6 on the domain, that's okay. So what is the range?
Oh wait, can the range repeat?
The range cannot repeat either, but you can have a -6 here and a -6 here, but you can't have like -6, -6.
So it's -6, +7, then -2.
-6, 7,
Then -2.
-2. Okay? The next section on there says, you have them in an ordered pair, okay? What is the domain and range? So how are these written? Girls? None of them can repeat. What else? Okay, we do have the domain and range, but how can you read it on this? How do I know what's what? The first one's the domain, the second one is the range. So you say domain, range, domain, range, domain, range. And it keeps repeating. So our domain is going to be -6, 0, 2, and 6. Our range is going to be -4, -3, 5, -1. Okay, the next section on here, I forgot to draw the graph. Okay, so this graph is gonna draw it on your own paper. It's gonna look like this. This one's gonna look like this. Okay, and it's gonna say fabric left, dresses sewn. This one's gonna say number of visits and the total cost. Okay, take a second and fill all those in. You need them all. I don't know what I was thinking.
What is that say?
Dresses sewn. Okay, we're looking at this one. What is the independent variable? Okay, which one relies on itself? Huh? The dresses? The fabric? Okay. So, you need to think. Can I sew dresses without fabric?
No.
Okay. But, am I going to have dresses sewn if I don't have fabric? Okay, so which one makes more sense? Which one depends on the other ones? The dresses do depend on the fabric. Why? You need the fabric to make the dresses, right? Can you make any clothes if you have no fabric? No. Okay, so our fabric is going to be independent. And our dresses is going to be dependent. Okay, describe what's happening in the graph.
Fall down.
No.
Oh, okay.
You should have 4 words. Okay, dresses, fabric, and then what each of them is doing. Okay, so is our dresses increasing or decreasing?
Decreasing.
You guys are looking at it backwards. Okay, this one's always going to be increasing. The more dresses sewn, the more number of visits, because this is the only way it can go is up. Okay, this can go up or down. Okay, so the more dresses sewn, what's happening to our fabric? The less fabric. Okay. The more dresses sewn, the less fabric what? Left. Okay, will eventually our fabric run out? Yeah, it will. Okay. Okay, evaluate each function for the given value. What is the given value? 1. Okay, everywhere there's a 1, or everywhere there's an x, what should we be putting? A 1. So it should look like this. F of 1 equals 3 times 1 minus 4. Okay, what is 3 times 1? 3 minus 4 is what? -1. What's wrong with this? Why not? Huh? We don't write equals 1. What do we write? F of 1 equals -1. Okay? This part is important. Because what that's saying is at 1, this is my number. Because I could very easily put a 2 here, a 2 here, and a 2 here, and I'm going to get a different number. Okay? So you need to say F of 1 equals -1. Okay? And if you forget to put the F part, I'm marking it wrong. Okay? Okay, identify the x and y intercepts. How do we find them? What numbers are we looking for? The zeros. Okay, so somewhere on here, better write yourself a note. Okay, the zeros. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so we have 3 set of zeros. Here. Okay, so which one goes to the x? Okay, so the x is 0, so what does this go to? The y, okay? So, we got 2. Okay, the x is 0, so which one does this go to? The y. And then the y is 0. Goes to the x. Okay, so when y equals 0, okay, this is when x equals 0. Okay, that's how you can tell them. Okay, each table represents a relation. How can you tell if it's a function?
It's the number for the
Huh?
the number for the
What numbers though?
The X values.
The x values, okay? So, no x values can repeat. Okay, if they do, okay, no x values can repeat. If they do, then is it a function or no? Okay, so there would be not a function. So, look at 11. Is that a function?
No.
No.
Plus you.
Okay, so no, that one's not a function. Okay, I hope that you guys are taking good notes. Okay, normally we do 2 days of review, right? We're getting further along in the year. You need to start prepping. Okay, normally you get 1 day of review. So, you guys need to make sure that you're taking good notes. You know what you're doing. Okay, each mapping represents a relation. Determine if it's a function. How can you tell?
If the domain numbers don't repeat,
Okay, but how can you tell if they do repeat?
down an arrow.
Yeah, okay, so you can have not more than how many arrows? More than 1 arrow from the domain. Okay, so this one's got 1 arrow, 1 arrow, 1 arrow, 1 arrow, 1 arrow. So is that a function? Yes. Okay, but if it had like 7 going to the 6 and 7 going to the 2, then that would not be a function. Okay? Okay, the next section on here lets us know if it's a function by what test? The vertical line test. Okay, so 15, does that pass the vertical line test? Yes, so is it a function? Yes. Okay, what are some examples of non-functions? Okay, if it's like this, okay, if it's a circle, if it's a triangle, a square, okay, something like this, okay, those are all not a function, okay, because you could draw a line and they fail, okay, those are not functions. Okay, the next section on here is slope. Find the slope through each pair of points. What is the slope formula? Yeah, so we got m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, make sure that you have that formula on your page somewhere.